Hello friends, it's Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. Welcome to Throwback Thursday. This is a little series I do on my blog where we reach back into our paper stash to find beautiful older projects, products, papers, dyes, tools, techniques, and we make something fresh and new. In 2023, y'all requested that I do a Banner of the Month tutorial, and it is time to do our Banner of the Month using Graphic 45's gorgeous Time to Flourish. These are the September papers, and this banner is big. What I've done, I'll just show you very briefly. I started with an ATC tag. These are the old alpha laser tags. I have a bunch of these in my stash, so I pulled them out, used the ATC die to cover it with some teal cardstock, and then stitched a little square of the 8x8 collection on there. This is a larger regular ATC laser tag. These were the alpha tags. And I did the same thing here where I just used the regular tag die, put it on here, and then stitched around it to add a little detail. This is Eileen Hall's Sizzix, let me see, House Stitchlets die, House and Pocket Stitchlets die. And I've suspended it as a banner pennant on this. And this is cut with the outer frame. This is the inner frame of that die, and I just cut around the little perforations, and then I cut a traced inside the die to create this layer. So this just repeats. There are 7 pennants in all. Then what I did was I stitched it onto this ribbon that I had in my stash. This is old Stampin' Up! Ribbon, but it looks beautiful with this paper collection. And this is some vintage lace that I had in my stash that I stitched over top the ribbon. If you stitch at the top and at the bottom, your banner lays really nicely. You don't get that weird flip thing that banners sometimes do. I want to start by decorating this center banner because it is the focal point. And what I have done from the 8x8, I took the little September ledger card, matted it on a piece of red cardstock, and then I took this Reneabouquets frame and turned it into a shaker element. This is so pretty when you set this on top of here. So we're going to go ahead and glue that down. I heat embossed the shaker frame with Stampendous Shabby Ivory embossing powder. And it's a beautiful aged white, and it has little flecks of gold in it that are quite pretty. And then also from Reneabouquets, I have this beautiful flower lady that I want to go ahead and add. We can pretend she's got apples in her basket. So we're going to put her down right here. The other thing that's interesting about this collection is that it features a lot of daisies in the paper design. So I've picked up on that by adding these little Reneabouquets daisy tuck-ins. These are so sweet. And I want to add these in. This is the little ATC. And I've got this image from the 8x8. I used both the 12x12 and the 8x8 pads. And I've got this sweet little sentiment right here. And the reason I've put my flowers on the right-hand side is because we're going to have flowers in our bow cluster on the left. So I'm trying to balance things out. All right, so there's that. Then this next one, I'm taking the September calendar. I guess it's, I don't know what that is. Is that like a planner sheet? And I'm going to put some foam tape on the back. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to put it at an angle going this way. All right. And then also from Reneabouquets, I've got this precious little girl on a swing. And it reminds me of swinging at recess when I was in school, when I was a little girl. That was like everybody's favorite thing, was to hit the swings at recess. So I'm going to tuck the ends of the swing up under my lace. And I'm going to put my little girl right here, just like that. And then I've got a couple little postage stamps, or actually, let's do this sweet little apple charm. And this is another little Reneabouquets tuck in. Yeah, that looks good. This I heat embossed with peeled paint, embossing powder, which is one of the distress lines, and then spritzed it with a little glimmer mist. There we go. And I'll probably come back and tuck some twine up in there before it's all said and done. That brings us to our first little stitchlets pennant. And I've taken a couple of postage stamps and I've put foam tape between them to add just a little dimension. And then this is a Reneabouquets April in Paris doily. These are just stunning. They're one of my favorites that she makes. And I'm just going to put this down. Oh, I'm having glue gun issues today, folks. Okay, there we go. This is going to go right here. Then I've got another one of these sweet little daisy tuck-ins that I'm going to put right here. So pretty. And then this is a Reneabouquets dragonfly. I've been seeing the biggest dragonflies. So pretty. He goes right there. And then this is a little fake apple that my buddy Becky, Cakes at Cabin Ridge, sent this to me. You can follow her on Instagram. Her cakes are amazing. So that'd be if you like to see beautifully decorated cakes, that would be a fun thing for you to look at. Then on this piece right here, I'm going to take this gorgeous little element. I love what foliage does when you add it to a project. So look at there. That's beautiful. Just press that down. And then, yeah, let's put a little bit under her feet too. Just kind of ground her like this. So there we go. Now this is the twin. I like to twin things. So this is the twin. And I put a little foam tape on the back of this one. It's going to go right here. Then we have another little daisy. And some more little daisy tuck-ins. There we go. And another little apple. Right here. And then our dragonfly. Right here. Oops. Okay. All right, let's go to this next one. This is a fun one. This is one of Reneabouquets' little mason jars. This is the small one, the teeny tinies. And I traced around it and then cut it smaller and put scraps of my graphic 45 paper there. And then I hit it with Tim Holtz Distress Embossing Glaze. This is the speckled eggs color, which gives it that old-fashioned mason jar look. And then I just added some twine around the top and this sweet little tag. And we're going to glue this down. I've got foam tape on the back. This is going to go just like this. And then I've got a little daisy to go on top of my twine, like this. And then I've got this little sprig of daisies to go in the mason jar. So cute. And let me see, did I use all my little green things? No. I've got another one here. All right, we'll see. I may come back and add something here. We haven't put flowers on or anything yet. And then this is just one of the images from the 8x8. And I matted it on some red. Added some foam tape. I want to get this up under my lace. Then I've got this little swirl that we're going to put down. Flourish. I guess it's a flourish. I can use my grown-up words here. Just like that. And a sweet little daisy right in the center of it. I've got some beautiful vintage buttons to go in between my pennants. These are so pretty. And then these are just a smaller version. All right. This last little swirl in under our mason jar. That is so pretty. And let's take a little bit of foam tape. And put this daisy right here. I like things in threes. All right. Let me tidy up a little bit and we'll come back. We'll add ribbon and flowers. So I've added my bow and twine here. I'll show you how to do it on this end. I take a length of my, this is Noble Peacock seam binding ribbon from Really Reasonable Ribbon. And I'm just going to tie it around this ribbon end. And I'm trying to get my ribbon so that it doesn't interfere with this little sentiment that I added right there. All right. So I'm going to go right over left. and I pull it straight up and down, and then adjust. And then I come in and I go left over right and pull. All right, so this is going to hang down. Now, I don't care if it's even or not. I like asymmetry in a banner. I like that maybe one end hangs a little longer than the other. But if that bothers you, then you go ahead and trim yours so that they're the same. And now I'm going to put my glue right here on my knot and come in with my bow that I tied with my bow it all tool and snug that in right there. Put a little more glue, whoops, glue webs right here. And my twine bow on the top of that. All right. All right, really friends, pretty. So this is what our little bow cluster is going to look like. I've added a little daisy from Really Reasonable Ribbon with some of these little berries from, these are tulips. They used to be little birdie. I don't think they carry them anymore. And then some prima leaves. So I'm going to come down here and we're going to do, I want to add a little touch of the teal right here with our apple. So this is a little birdie flower. I'm going to tuck in like this. And then just to anchor it, I tied a little twine bow. And I'll fuss with that once the glue is completely dry. And then because we like twins, I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just going to tuck this guy in, just like this. And a little twine bow. Like this. And again, I'll mess with that more once the glue is dried. And for this one, I also have a little leaf that I can tuck in back behind there. Okay, pretty, pretty. And then down here on the end, I'll show you how I put this together. So first I do my leaf. Then I come in and I add my daisy. And then while that's wet, I tuck in my little tulips. And I just clustered these together and wrapped the twine, the metal edge around them. All right, I think that finishes this. This is so pretty. I really love this color combination for fall. It's exceptional. So that is it for me, Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. I'm probably going to come back and add some little rhinestones in the center of my daisies. But other than that, we're finished, and this is a beautiful piece. Thanks for joining me, Kathy Clement, Kathy by Design, Throwback Thursday. Go get your craft on. Bye.